to Checkers Library TV here for our February show. We are so thrilled and excited to have you guys here, and we like to start the show off by introducing ourselves. Of course, I'm Checkers the Inventor. This here is my robot pal, Snoozer.
Hi everyone! I am thrilled for today's show! Yahoo!
Well, it is February, and that means we are celebrating Valentine's Day, as we do every year on February 14th. So this is a time of year where we celebrate being around our family and friends. Now, a lot of husbands and wives celebrate this, boyfriends and girlfriends, but you can celebrate just being with your friends and family, writing a nice note, something you like about them or something you're happy about with them, anything like that, or give each other candy. I used to do that when I was younger. My class would give each other candy, and we'd give each other nice notes, and sometimes they'd have fun characters like SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse on them. So I always like Valentine's Day. What do you think of Valentine's Day, Snoozer? I haven't asked you that. What do you think of Valentine's Day?
I love it! Check this out!
Whoa! Snoozer, you turned your eyes into hearts. How do you do that? Well, yeah, hearts are kind of the symbol of Valentine's Day, so that is a cool thing Snoozer can do. I've never seen you do that before. Awesome. All right, well, I actually forgot about something that happens earlier this month, and that is early in the month. It's on February 9th. It is National Toothache Day. National Toothache Day. That doesn't sound like much fun, but you know what? That might be a good time to learn about, taking care of our teeth and brushing our teeth. So that is why Dr. Dan is going to have a special part of our show later where he's going to talk to you guys about just that, taking care of your teeth and all the cool things that come along with that. So we're going to look forward to that. But here's one I really want to mention. It's coming up later in February. It's on February 27th, National Polar Bear Day. Yes, National Polar Bear Day. That is a great thing to celebrate because polar bears are one of the most amazing animals here on Earth with us. And we are worried that eventually they're going to become an endangered species. That means there won't be many of them around. We want to make sure polar bears are around with us forever. So what can we do? Well, we can read books about them, become more informed about them, what they do, what they eat, how they live, and we can learn how we can help polar bears. So maybe we can start by just checking out a book at the library and learning more about them. But on today's show, we're going to have Mrs. Hamilton doing a polar bear craft. We're going to be meeting a polar bear on Toys in Time a little bit later today.
Oh my gosh! I almost forgot about that!
Absolutely, Snoozer. And we have more polar bear things planned for today, so just stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. All right, I do want to mention another thing that's happening all throughout this month, and that is Black History Month, where we learn about black people who have done some amazing things, not just for the United States of America, but for the entire world. So Zot, we want to learn more about Black History Month. Can you give us some books that we might want to read this month?
Zot the robot at your service. Today's selections are The ABCs of Black History, a children's guide. We March Underground. Follow the Drinking Gourd. Books for children about Black History Month. Goodbye.
Thanks, Zot. Well, that is a good start for you guys getting some books about Black History Month. But go to your library. I'm sure they have so many books for you guys to read about Black History Month. You guys are going to have your hands full. You've got Black History Month, you've got polar bear books, you've got Valentine's Day, and books about getting a toothache. Ooh, hopefully you don't get too many of those books, but you're going to have a lot of books this whole month long, so I'm sure you'll have your hands full. But we will keep you occupied for today. Lots of great stuff coming for you guys right here on Checkers Library TV.
Did you know? Polar bears live in the Arctic. Polar bears have 42 teeth. Yum, yum, yum. Polar bears can reach speeds to 25 miles per hour on land and 6 miles per hour in water. I hope they don't start eating snoozers. The library has tons of books about polar bears. Visit the library to learn more.
Boys and girls, we're going to be reading one of my favorite stories, Polar Bear, Polar Bear. It's illustrated by Eric Carle, and the author is Bill Martin Jr. Polar Bear, what do you hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snoring in my ear. Hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo fluting in my ear. Flamingo, what do you hear? I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Zebra, what do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Elephant, what do you hear? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. Bellow, it means very loud. I like to hear all these sounds. Walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Mrs. Hamilton loves to whistle. Zookeeper, what do you hear? I hear children. Oh, look at the children. They're dressed up as the animals. Growling like a polar bear. Roaring like a lion. Snorting like a hippopotamus. Fluting like a flamingo. Braying like a horse does, but it's braying like a zebra. Hissing like a boa constrictor. Trumpeting like an elephant. I can't do that very well. Snarling like a leopard. Yelping like a peacock. And bellowing like a walrus. Where's the walrus? Oh, there it is. See the two tusks? That's what I hear. So that is Polar Bear, what do you hear? That was a great story. I'll see you next time on Storytime Theater.
If you would like to email Checkers and Snoozers, send your emails to checkers@checkerslibrarytv.com. We always look forward to hearing from you.
Hi there, and welcome to Toys in Time. Today's awesome. We're talking about this game right here, Polar Dare, 1991 by Milton Bradley. They're a board game company, and they make a lot of adventure games. They've always made games that are really creative and fun, and this one is about 12 penguins who venture from the South Pole to the North Pole, and they're almost there while on vacation. They're almost at the North Pole, but standing in their way is this, what they describe as the hungriest polar bear they've ever seen. Now, this bear wants to gobble these penguins up. They've got to cross all of these ice floes and make their way safely to the other side. There are 4 teams. If you want to play up to 4 players, it's 2 to 4. 4 teams of 3 penguins. The first player to get all 3 across safely to the North Pole is the winner. But will you be sent back home by the polar bear? You'll have to find out. Snoozer, what do you like about this game?
I really like all the artwork. The box is so colorful.
Well, I really love the artwork both on the cover right here, really colorful and imaginative, but I also love the artwork in the game. So I agree with you, Snoozer. It almost makes me want to take a closer look. So, Snoozer, let's take a trip to the North Pole. Oh, great. Another cold place.
Yahoo! It's so pretty and beautiful. And wait, what was that? Polar bear! Ah!
Oh, he's not so bad. All right, so we need to help these penguins cross the river on these ice floes. You roll the dice. If you get a 2, a 3, or a 4, you move the penguins or the ice floes that number. Moving the penguin counts as a move, or moving the ice floe counts as a move. If you roll the polar bear, you can move the polar bear closer to the penguins. And if he catches up to them, he sends the penguins right back home. I'll be blue.
And I'll be red. Wait, Checkers!
Yeah?
If you're blue and I'm red, who's going to be the green and the black? Huh?
Hello, friends.
Oh no! It's my arch nemesis! David DeVita, aka the Trickster!
Oh no! It's my arch nemesis, Deceiver! Dun dun dun!
How did you get here?
Simple. I snuck into your invention shed while you were away and stole your technology with the help of my own tricks.
I usually have my inventions locked away. You must have snuck in while I was repairing the checkers pad.
And now that we're all here, how about a game? I'll take black. Deceiver here will take green. If our penguins cross the river first, you will give me your expander. You know how much I want one.
Oh no! Not the expander, Checkers! That's my favorite invention! It makes things bigger!
It's all right, Snoozer. What if we win?
Then I will give back your transporting technology.
You're on.
Dear Larooney!
On your mark.
Get set!
Go!
4! Yes!
Yay! I got
4 again! Yes!
Oh boy! Polar bear! Time to move him closer! Polar bear! Time to scare some penguins!
What are you looking at me for?
Okay, Snoozer. Let's win this.
Keep going, Checkers!
All right! We're in the lead!
Arrgh!
Time for pickup!
Nice roll.
They made it!
Just one more to go.
This is ridiculous.
We did it! Yay!
Wow, we had some good luck.
Impressive. Very impressive.
That's right.
Time to give back that machine.
No, I'm afraid not.
But you promised!
Hey, they don't call me the trickster for nothing. And now that the game is over, those poor little penguins are out there all alone. There's no one to save them. Not tonight.
Unbelievable. Can you believe that guy?
Those poor little penguins!
I've got an idea. Snoozer, use your vacuum to shoot the penguins out over the water.
I'm confused.
Bring them in and then shoot them out towards me. I'll catch them.
Okay. Woo!
Nice throw, Snoozer.
Whoop! Whoop!
Whoa, whew. Slow it down a little bit. Snoozer, get more arch on your throws. I think the polar bear is catching on.
Ready, 45, set, hut!
Got it.
Touchdown! Nice catch! Last one!
Woohoo! That's all of them.
Whee!
What a day.
You can say that again. Have a nice vacation, little penguins! Let's go!
Wow, well that was quite an adventure. I have never been to the North Pole before. Not like that, at least. It was really great helping those penguins get across. I hope they enjoy the rest of their vacation to the North Pole. Maybe they'll run across Santa Claus. Who knows what will happen? But the poor hungry polar bear didn't get his lunch for today. All right, well, too bad for him. We'll check out more games with you guys next time, right here on Toys in Time.
Skittle-ma-rink-a-dink-a-dink, skittle-ma-rink-a-doo. I love you. Skittle-ma-rink-a-dink-a-dink, skittle-ma-rink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skittle-ma-rink-a-dink-a-dink, skittle-ma-rink-a-doo. I love you, yes I do. I love you, boop-doop-dee-doo, yeah.
Oh hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Dr. Dan and welcome to my office. This is where I try to solve some of the biggest health mysteries that kids face today. And today, I want to talk about the mystery of taking care of our mouth and why it's so important and how to do it right. Now it seems obvious what we need to do every day to keep our mouth clean. Avoid sweets, drink water, brush our teeth twice a day, floss every day. All that stuff seems easy. But as we know, we get busy in our day-to-day life, and sometimes we forget what we need to do, or we don't do it correctly. So what are some easy ways that we can remember how to take care of our mouth and make sure we're doing all the right things? This is a mystery I just had to solve. I think the easiest way to keep our mouth clean is to follow the rule of twos. It's pretty easy to memorize. After all, there are only 2 rules. The first rule is we should be brushing our teeth at least 2 times per day. There might be times where we want to do it more than that, but we should always be doing it at least every morning and every night, 2 times a day. The other rule of twos is that we should be brushing our teeth for 2 minutes at a time. Now, how many seconds is that? Well, if we think about it, there are 60 seconds in every minute, so if we multiply 60 by 2 equals 120. Now let's expand on that a little bit more. We have 4 parts of our mouth. Our top left, our top right, our bottom left, and our bottom right. I know I'm a really good artist. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrants of our mouth. Quad means 4 quadrants. So how much time should we be spending in each quadrant? Well, that's easy too. Let's divide 120 by 4 equals 30 seconds. So we should be spending 30 seconds in each quadrant of our mouth for a total of 2 minutes. How many times a day? Really easy, 2. Okay, so we've got the rule of twos down, but I want to talk a little bit more about one more number up here, and that is the number 4. This is the number of times we should be changing our toothbrush every year, about 4 times, because our toothbrush only lasts about 3 months long, and we have 12 months in a year, so every 3 months, we should be changing our toothbrush. The easiest way to think about this is every time the season changes, we change our toothbrush. So, last time I went to the store, I made sure to pick up a toothbrush because I wanted to make sure when it becomes springtime, I've got a toothbrush ready to go. All right, so we've covered the rule of twos. We've covered how often you should be changing your toothbrush. There's one really important thing left. It's how do we know we're actually brushing our teeth for 2 minutes at a time? This mystery is not quite solved. All right, let's see if there's anything around my house that might help me remember to brush my teeth for 2 minutes a day. Interesting, interesting. This might come in handy. All right, let's see what I was able to find. Ooh, I got some sticky notes, and I've got a kitchen timer. Now, believe it or not, that's all I need. All I have to do is set this kitchen timer for 2 minutes, set it back on the counter, brush my teeth, and when it goes off, I'm done. I've also got these sticky notes, and these are perfect. I can get one of these sticky notes and write 2 minutes on there and put it right in front of my toothbrush so I'll never forget. Let's see how it works out. All right, everyone, well, there's another mystery in the bag. We solved how to take good care of your teeth and make sure we're always reminding us to do it each and every day. Always remember the rule of twos. 2 times a day brushing our teeth for 2 minutes at a time, or 120 seconds, and that comes out to 30 seconds in each corner of our mouth. Also, everyone, one other thing to add is always make sure we're using soft bristle toothbrushes because those get in between our teeth and clear out all the bad stuff and make our mouth healthier. Well, everyone, I'm Dr. Dan. I hope you all have a nice, fresh, white smile now, and let's get back to Checkers Library TV.
And now it's time for...
The Joke of the Week. Why are first books afraid of their sequels? Because they always come after them. Gracias.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to our project. We're going to be making this fun polar bear. Bear today. If you don't have this in front of you, contact your librarian and they will get it in your hands. Grab your scissors, your crayons, and your pencils, and let's get at it. I'm gonna get this paper out, and I'm gonna get some scissors. So let's remember, thumb goes in the little hole, other fingers go in the big hole. Open and close the scissors, and we keep them straight. Don't turn them sideways. Cutting doesn't work when you turn them sideways. All right, we're gonna hold the paper with this hand and cut with the other. Open and close that crocodile's mouth. Line your scissors up on the line. Here we go. I'm turning the paper, not the scissors. I gotta shift my hand. And this should be easy. A straight line. And don't go fast and don't cut like this. That's not how we cut. Nice and slow. Not choppy. That's called choppy. So you just open the scissors, push forward a little, close the scissors. Open the scissors, push forward a little, close the scissors. I'm going to turn the paper. Really got to turn the paper. These legs are tricky. That's why you got to go slow. If you're going really quick, you might chop one of your legs off. And if you do, that's okay. We'll just tape it back on. That happened. Ooh, I really got to turn. This is tricky. We might have some chopping. But we just try our best, right? And if it ends up looking like an oval, then it looks like an oval. All right, there we go. Okay, looks kind of funny, doesn't it? We gotta add that head, otherwise we're not gonna know what this is. So I'm gonna get my glue out, take the top out, lift it up enough, not too high. Don't do this with your glue. Then it breaks, and then it flops on the floor. All right, Mr. Polar Bear. So we're just gonna put some glue right here to stick that head on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake test. Okay. Let's see. What do we do now? Let's do the eyes. These are kind of tiny, so I would probably drop it in there ever so gently and push down a little, and then you can just stick it on because it's kind of tiny. So tiny to pick up. Just push it a little and try and scoop it out of there. Those are the tiniest eyes I've ever seen. And then the polar bears have that big oval nose. So that, I think I'll put some glue right where the nose goes. And then stick the nose on. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it doesn't look like I made a mouth on that one. So you can decide, you can make a mouth if you want. Should I? Maybe I'll do it. I'll get my black cream. So you can just make a smile if you want. That's kind of cute. And if you want, you can put a line down there like some animals have. It's up to you. Do you have a line there? He does have that line. Well, this was fun. I look forward to seeing you next time on Art Project.
Would you like the chance to have your very own keepsake of Checkers and Snoozer in your home? Now you can have your own Checkers and Snoozer books or your own Snoozer plush toy. Excellent for birthdays, holiday presents, special achievements, or just to have the fun of Checkers and Snoozer in your family's home. Order yours today at www.checkers www.checkerstheinventor.com store.
Well, hello and welcome to Checkers Loves Books. This is the part of the show where I recommend books that I think you should definitely be reading, and I am highlighting books today about Valentine's Day. So I've got 2 books about that. Great time of year to be celebrating that Valentine's Day books. Well, here's the first one. I've got The Valentine Bears by Eve Bunting, pictures by Jan Brett. So this is a book about 2 bears who are hibernating. So it starts in October and they're going to be hibernating all the way up till Valentine's Day in February. So there's a lot of time in between when the bears sleep and bears actually hibernate. So it's nice to see that in this story. But Mrs. Bear is really excited about Valentine's Day. She's getting poems ready for Mr. Bear. But Mr. Bear is sleeping. He's so tired. He's been sleeping for the hibernation and he just doesn't want to get up. So she's trying to get him up, trying to get him excited. You ever had that feeling where you're really excited about something and then somebody else is tired and it just ruins all the excitement? You're trying to get them excited just like you and up and moving, but they're just tired and sleeping. That's what this feels like for Mrs. Bear. She's trying to get Mr. Bear all excited, but he's just so tired and he's sleeping the whole way through until we get to the end. There's a big surprise, but I don't want to tell you that because if you can find this book, you're definitely going to want to read it. I really like how the story comes together and there is that surprise at the end, but I also like the illustrations. And those are by Jan Brett. She does a spectacular job with these bears. They almost look like real bears, even though this is kind of a cartoon and fun looking book where, you know, the bears are wearing clothes and there's fun colors in the book. The bears just look excellent. And the interesting thing is the bears aren't very colorful. They're very dark and they're like gray and white. But some of the colors completely pop, like red and pink. Those are the Valentine's Day colors. So the book really wants to remind you of Valentine's Day. So that is my first book. It is about these 2 bears. It is The Valentine Bears. All right, so my next book is right here. It's called Franklin's Valentines. So this is a book about the character Franklin. Now, some of you may know Franklin. Maybe some of you don't know Franklin. I always loved Franklin's stories. There was a book series of Franklin, but Franklin was also in a TV show that I watched when I was little. So it was a show that I watched a lot. And I really like this story too because it's about Valentine's Day. Franklin's preparing Valentines for his friends. He's really, really excited about them. But when he gets to school on Valentine's Day, he forgets his Valentines. Now, have you ever done that? Have you ever been bringing something somewhere and you're really excited about it? Maybe you bring something into class, like a show and tell item or Valentines, and then you forget them. Well, Franklin is not happy about that. It really makes him sad, especially because other people are giving him Valentines. So he feels like he's the only one who didn't bring anything in. So Franklin's gonna have to figure this problem out. What happens? Well, you'll have to read to find out. Now, I love all the Franklin books. I like how the illustrations look. There's a lot of colors. They really pop out. But I also love the different characters in the Franklin books. Not just Franklin, but his friends, his mom and dad, his teacher, all the different characters. I love seeing how they act. And I like seeing what happens when Franklin gets in a situation where he forgets his Valentine's Day cards. What is he going to do? How will his friends react? Will they be upset with Franklin? Will they feel sorry for Franklin? Well, Franklin does have some very nice friends, so I'm sure it's going to turn out for him. But what I really, really love about this story is the message. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens at the end of this story, but I will say this. This story talks about something really important, which is that we don't want to just act a certain way on a special time of year. Like we talked about during the holiday season, where I mentioned we want to be nice to our family and friends and be thankful for what we have. That's not just something we should do on Thanksgiving, Christmas, during the Hanukkah season, Kwanzaa, the things I talked about like that. It's all year round. So we don't just want to be kind to our family on Valentine's Day. We don't want to just be nice to our friends and say something nice on Valentine's Day. We should be doing that all year round. So these days can be great to remind you of certain things like that, but we should also try to carry that behavior on well past the special days. We don't just act, one way on one day. And this story definitely helps remind me of that message. So we have Franklin's Valentines and The Valentine Bears. 2 great books to read. I definitely recommend these, but if you can't find these, don't worry. Just ask your librarian if they have other books about the Valentine's Day season. I'm sure they have plenty of great books. Just look for the hearts, the red, the pink, and those are great books you can't go wrong with during this season. Well, great talking about these, and I'll catch you next time right here on Checkers Loves Books. Checkers Library TV is made possible by libraries across America. Support your local library today. Hey, well, thank you so much for joining us for a great show here on Checkers Library TV. We had so much fun with you guys. All the great things we talked about, the polar bears, Valentine's Day, Black History Month, Toys in Time, Mrs. Hamilton with her songs. So many things we covered. Snoozer, what was your favorite thing we did today?
There's just so much! I always like to read and use my imagination. I love the toys, but if I'm being honest, I told a great joke today.
Yes, Snoozer the jokes. Always good to have Snoozer telling funny jokes here. We love that. Well, we are going to be back next week with another shorter show, but in between that, make sure you go to the library, check out books about polar bears, Black History Month, Valentine's Day, or anything else, maybe inventor books that we mentioned. So much stuff to do. This is going to be a month packed full of reading, using other library services that they have. Make sure you take full advantage of that. We have a lot of great stuff coming for you guys next time. We will be talking about President's Day a little bit later this month, so stay tuned for that and some other special surprises. Lots and lots of stuff, and we can't wait to share it all with you. Well, until then, we're signing off right here on Checkers Library TV.